Hi, I'm Nan Bauer-Maglin. I have been a mentor for 7 years and a mentor to Sylvi Stein for 3 years. She is off to college. It's too early to know which one, but I have no doubt that any of the colleges she applied to, she's going to get into, or all of the colleges. Given my own experience as editor of books and as a longtime college teacher, there is not much and not many I can learn from. Sylvi's poetic skills, her verbal creativity has enriched me. Specifically, I wrote a poem about January 6th, about the insurrection at the Capitol. It was just okay. Sylvi worked with me on punctuation and word placement. Her input elevated the poem. I am Sylvi's mentor, but she has mentored me.
Life's a Circus, a personal essay by Sylvi Stein. The summer when I was 15 years old, I learned to juggle. There was no particular why. I had never been to the circus before, and I had no ambitions to become a clown or one of those performers in Central Park. I wanted to learn to juggle as a skill, the same way some other kids can read sheet music or wiggle their ears. Why not? I could picture myself at a fancy restaurant, dressed to the nines, juggling the complimentary rolls to the amazement of whatever esteemed guest I was dining with. I would defy expectations. Juggling is mostly muscle memory, but it requires practice. Fortunately, one thing I've learned from high school study sessions is that repetition is your friend. My palms memorized the weight of the beanbags, the circular catch and throw, the exhilaration of the toss, and the wrenching moment of the drop. From this period of practice, a time of sweat, blood, and tears, I certainly was learning to juggle, but with every dropped ball and every black and blue bruise, I began to realize I was also learning something else, the reason for my determination. Learning anything from scratch is a struggle, but this was the first commitment to a skill that I had undertaken completely of my own volition. But why? In the way tossing a pinch of salt over your shoulder is supposed to ward off evil spirits, I was learning to juggle to forestall a bleak future of cubicles, 9-to-5 office hours, and the soul-crushing inevitability of a realistic career. Stock market advisors on Wall Street don't know how to juggle. Waiting room secretaries can't flip juggling clubs through the air with just the right flick of their wrist. Corporate CEOs surely don't know the difference between a Diablo and a Rollabola. No amount of money could entice me away from the promise of a life of chaos and adventure. I don't have to conform to our society's model of the ideal, rational adult. I can be an eccentric artist, a reclusive writer, a circus clown for hire. If I could juggle, I could preserve my fiery, determined enthusiasm for the bizarre and the unexpected. On the last day of summer, we had the circus and gymnastics show. During the performance, I dropped the clubs no less than 7 times. Barnum and Bailey would not exactly be knocking down my door to offer me a job, but that didn't matter. After hours of practice, I can miraculously make the balls dance through the air, teach them to defy gravity. I might one day be a newspaper columnist, or a divorce lawyer, or an accountant, but I will never be just that. There will always be a part of me that remembers how to embrace the extraordinary.